You know, it's interesting how the mind already knows what to do when it's given the right message. And you may have already noticed, as you hear this now, your breathing is slowing. Your body is finding a rhythm. And some part of you is beginning to listen in a different way. Not with the old conscious filters, but with the deep inner knowing you've had since you were a child. Because isn't it true? You've always known the difference. And isn't it fascinating that everything powerful in nature is different? No two snowflakes alike. No two stars burning the same. No two fingerprints matching. And yet your mind sometimes acted like it forgot. And as you're remembering now, you can begin to feel how absurd it is to compare yourself to them. It would be like an eagle comparing itself to a dolphin. When you really think about it, the eagle's wings were never meant for the ocean, and the dolphin's fins were never meant for the sky, and yet both are perfect, both belong, both are enough. And maybe right now, some part of you is realizing that you too have wings, and you too have a sea, and your only job is to use them in your own way. And isn't it interesting? When you truly start using what you've been given, the comparisons just stop. Because you're too busy flying to be jealous of swimming. Now let's look at the bigger picture. Because every thought you think, every feeling you feel, every action you take, is like a seed. You plant it now, but you harvest it later. And if you keep planting seeds of, I'm not enough, or I'm not like them, what kind of forest will you grow? A dark forest of regret, of missed chances, of living inside other people's shadows. But if you plant seeds of, I'm unique, I'm worthy, I'm free to begin again, what kind of forest grows? A living, breathing ecosystem of possibility. A place where new opportunities land like birds on branches. A place where your future self walks in sunlight instead of shade. And as you're imagining this forest now, you might already be wondering how it would feel to walk through it. Touch the bark of those trees. See the light through the leaves. Because your unconscious mind, it's already building it. It's already rehearsing what it's like to be there. It's already practicing being the person who plants those seeds. And the ramifications of that choice, to plant new seeds now, they're bigger than you think. Your relationships shift. Your health shifts. Your creativity flows. And you become the kind of person who, years from now, looks back at this moment and smiles, because you know. That was the day I stopped carrying the past like a bag of stones. And of course, there's another path. The path of not acting, of staying in the old loop. And isn't it funny how the unconscious mind can see both futures? One future is like a movie that plays over and over, same mistakes, same guilt, same self-doubt, same compromises. A future where you wake up one day and realise decades have gone by, and you never actually lived your own life. That's the cost of inaction, and your unconscious already knows that cost. It can feel it. But there's another movie too. A movie where you start today, where you forgive yourself, where you stop dragging the past into the present, where you stop comparing and start creating, where you become, at last, the main character of your story. And you're noticing how much more appealing that second movie feels, aren't you? And isn't it interesting how the unconscious learns? Sometimes it just needs a new metaphor, a new story, a new frame to say, I get it now. And so, as you're hearing this, your unconscious, it's already rehearsing the feelings, behaviours and actions of that second movie. It's already building the neural pathways. Every breath you take as you listen is laying down another connection. I'm unique. I'm worthy. I'm free of the past. I'm starting fresh. You don't even need to try to install it, because it's happening now, easily, effortlessly. Even as your conscious mind thinks, this is just words. The deeper part of you is making it real. And as you notice that shift now, that subtle but powerful shift, you may already be realizing how fun it can be. Because changing your life doesn't have to be grim. It can be exciting. It can be dramatic. It can feel like a secret superpower you're discovering. And every day you practice, it gets easier. Every day you choose, you grow stronger. Every day you act, you build momentum. And isn't it fascinating how, from this moment forward, you'll start catching yourself thinking differently. You'll hear that old voice start to speak, and it will sound ridiculous, like an old record on a scratched cassette, and you'll smile because you'll know, I'm not that person anymore. And as you smile, you'll feel the rush of freedom. And that rush is the future pulling you forward. So go ahead now. Let the shift happen. Let it move from your head to your heart to your cells. Let your unconscious take over and do what it does best. Learn, rewire, and transform. Because you've already started. You're already planting seeds. You're already choosing the movie you want to live in. And as you drift forward into your days, you'll be amazed at how naturally this comes to you. How easily you forgive. How quickly you stop comparing. How deeply you begin to feel your worth. And how obvious it will be to you and to everyone around you that you've begun. You begin now to live your own story. You release the past with every breath. You embrace your uniqueness as your power. You start fresh today and every day after. Your unconscious, it's already doing the work. And every time you think of this, you'll remember, not with your head, with your whole being, that you're unique, worthy, and free.